Luigi.
I'm gonna go back to being alone. Hi all you brain-dead, meat-sucking zombies. It's freaking Halloween time. And this is one of my personal favorite times of the year. Time where ghosts and zombies are celebrated with candy and tricks and all that good stuff. And we also get some very creepy internet mystery. Also, you get to hang up all your victims around the yard after they cross you in Mario Kart. It's really safe to say that I just enjoy themes in general, and I also enjoy themed videos. So that's pretty much what this entire month is. As for today, however, we're going to be taking a look into the Markiplier channel. Specifically, we're going to be taking a little peep into Markiplier's new documentary titled The Drowned Man. Now, for those of you who either just got this website or are 3 freaking years old, Markiplier is one of the most successful creators on the entire platform of YouTube. He specializes in gaming and skit videos, but he also sometimes makes videos that have full stories, like web series such as his Who Killed Markiplier series, and he sometimes vlogs, of course. Unlike his Who Killed Markiplier series, though, this series that we're going to be looking at today is completely true. Every word is true. Every mere scene is true. And he has sworn to tell us nothing but the truth. The full truth. The entire truth. No lies and nothing but the truth if you're willing to take it. Every detail, every syllable, and every scene. Every word in this entire documentary is important, so you better pay attention, otherwise you will be granted with a giant F in this class. And the real reason that you need to pay attention is because Mark's friend, Wade, is suffering, and it is not from an aneurysm. So let's begin looking at Markiplier's ghost documentary, The Drowned Man.
State your name for the record.
Wade Barnes.
Where were you born?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Where do you live?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
How long has the demon been plaguing you?
Demon, spirit, poltergeist, whatever it was, it all started 2018, sometime late February, and it was almost exactly midnight. Molly and I were pulling into the driveway after 27 hours of being on airplanes, and we were just so excited to get home. And as we pulled in the driveway and the clock struck 12, we noticed our front door on the ground in front of the house, laying on the sidewalk.
Water, once the bringer of life, now the bringer of death, and the recipient of this cruel fate, a man by the name of George Wade Barnes. A simple man with simple dreams, but not a simple fate. For whether by his own volition or by the cruel hand of fate, a demon of aquatic nature has entered into his home. And now we must tell the story. But it's very important for you to know that every word of this story is true. This all happened, and it all happened to one very unlucky individual. This is the story of the drowned man.
Jokes aside for a minute here, before the jokes even really begin, whenever Mark uses it for his camera, it's freaking amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous. But his clothing in this opening alone just makes him look like a Batman villain, to be honest.
So, I mean, after the front door, we didn't get it fixed right away. We still don't fully have it fixed. But the rest of the year, we had a couple things crop up that week, that month. As the summer progressed into fall, the stopper in the sink didn't work. We had to have the toilet on the main floor fixed. We had to replace the kitchen faucet because there was a drip under the faucet, the first drip in the house, but it wouldn't be the last. The water heater went out. We had to get that replaced. Sediment started pouring into the tub upstairs. Just all kinds of little things that just added up and added up and added up and left us thinking maybe this was something more than bad luck or typical house maintenance.
Not gonna lie, I really like the consistency of the water-themed hauntings because it coincides with the whole drowned thing.
I'm gonna pause you there because you said sediment was coming out of your tub so casually, as if that was normal.
With the amount of problems we've had, especially wet water, leaking, dripping, flowing, flooding, I don't know.
Wait a minute, this is starting to sound more and more like it's starting to sound more and more like water and house problems rather than a ghost haunting. But Mark wouldn't lie to us, would he? What? Would Mark lie to us? Listen to me, Markiplier. I am on to you. I know your little secrets. I know you're lying to me. Mark, you can't hide forever. I will know the truth, and I will know it soon. And by soon, I mean in about 10 minutes, because that's how long I'm trying to stretch out this video.
Would you say that the sediment looked a bit like blood?
I don't know that I would say that. No.
You said that the tub flowed out pink water. Was it because there was blood in the water?
I think it was a bath bomb, but you know, I mean, I can't rule it out.
Not gonna lie, I absolutely love the way that Mark always is just yelling, "Is it blood?"
The light fixture was pouring out water. Our ceiling fan was spinning and was pouring out water.
Was the fan dripping blood?
I can't say I stared at what the fan was dripping out, but if I had to make a guess, I would say it was probably water. Our coffee table was covered in water, our floor was soaked in water, and then I remembered that Molly had told me she was going to take a bath that night. And everything froze, and my heart dropped. And the only thought I had was that my wife had drowned. The tub was overflowing, and I had to go stop the tub, and I was gonna have to figure out how to deal with losing my wife. And I panicked, I screamed her name. I ran up those stairs faster than I think I ever have or ever will again. And I ran into the bedroom, and I looked in the bathroom, preparing myself for the worst. And thankfully, she was standing there with headphones in her ears. She was watching a live stream on her phone or iPad, but the tub was draining.
Alright, that was probably the best comedic timing that I've ever seen in my entire life. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good jokes. Good writing, Mark. Good.
Just had water flowing from it. There was plastic here, and the water was just dripping onto the plastic and seeping into the floor.
Water.
The window there had water pouring down.
The window had water. You know what has water inside of it?
Ice?
Blood. You can smell it. It's here. Turn out the light. Kill it now. The light. It's on. There we go. Can you feel it?
A little chilly.
But it's the middle of summer. Why would it be so chilly
I mean, we're
in the middle of summer?
a basement with air conditioning on.
No. Something unnatural happened here.
It is obviously a wet ghost. It's obvious now. It's doing the Ghostbusters slime crap, but instead of slime, it's a bunch of water. Leave Wade alone, Ghost Man. You're ruining his life. Just leave him at peace. Okay, so that's all the jokes that I can make about part 1. On to part 2. So basically, to wrap up what part 2's opening is, it's basically just Wade's friends. They come in and they help him describe what was going on whenever they were staying over. And obviously, it's not good things. Yeah, everything in this documentary is just getting worse and worse. Kind of like my current life.
May 18th, I found this out later. JP, who was staying with us, woke up, opens his eyes, stretches, looks at the ceiling, and says to himself, is that yellow ring supposed to be there?
I wake up and there is a huge water stain on the ceiling. I mean, I'm not talking like a little bit of a water damage, bro. I'm talking like an actual bubble that was a little bit sinking in the middle.
But rushing to get ready so we wouldn't be late to the event, he neglected to mention it to me until later that night. And I don't know if it's coincidence or irony or what to call it, but we decided to celebrate a good day out by watching scary stuff on TV. Top 5 horror this, top 5 haunted this. And as we wrapped up and all got ready for bed, JP turned on the light in his room, and not only was there a yellow ring on the ceiling, but the ceiling was sagging. And he said, "Oh yeah, meant to tell you about that earlier. Kind of forgot, but I think there's something wrong."
I completely forget to tell him. Honestly, my bad on that. Probably should have told him.
So upon seeing a very familiar sight of a water damaged ceiling, and I felt around the yellow portion to see if it was still dry or wet.
Wade's like on my air mattress trying to feel it, but he's only touching the outside.
JP decided to do the same thing, but instead of feeling around with his hand, he took a single finger and went right for the center of the ring.
And then he just bounced on his bed and boop.
I go right for the middle because that's just what I do. Water is just flowing out and I am just sitting there taking it. I do not question life at that moment.
My lord, dude, he just sits there and just takes it like a man. Like, no questioning life, no nothing. I don't know a possible time when you can be more alpha male than that. I personally probably would have cowered out. But the real question is, did it feel good?
There's only one possible way to get to the bottom of this. Do you have any candles?
I got like the battery powered kind. I have a little battery powered lantern.
You
We have
don't
a
even have
lighter.
real candles. What happens when those batteries run out?
Real candles are kind of expensive, and we spent a lot of money on the.
Batteries are kind of expensive, you know? And they have dangerous chemicals inside of them that cause problems for the environment.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Real
buy-
candles
These were gifts.
are sustainable.
I-
You know, the world's largest candle, you know how long they would burn for?
I don't.
40 years.
But we didn't buy.
You think that's gonna run out?
They were. They were
Name me a
gifts.
battery that lasts 40 years.
Isn't Energizer like?
It's called a candle.
So what you're telling me, Mark, is that in the apocalypse, candles will be the most important thing. That's good to know. But you're supposed to be looking for a ghost. You can't keep getting sidetracked like this, man.
Are we gonna play a board game?
Of a sort. Have you heard the Ouija?
No, I think it's Ouija.
No, it's not Ouija.
Oh.
What is this, Mario? You stupid fool. It's
That's-
Ouija.
Louis.
No, ancient Roman.
Okay, the pronouncing joke is actually pretty funny, but seriously, how do you pronounce that? Do you pronounce it as Luigi? Do you pronounce it as Ouija? Do you pronounce it as Weggybor? The real pronunciation of that word has and always will be a mystery to my eyes.
Now, think very carefully. What do you want to ask this spirit that's been haunting your house, your home?
What'll it take for you to leave?
Excellent question. Now, close your eyes. Feel the spirit coursing through your veins. It's moving. It's moving. You feel it?
T
Where's it going?
A.
Hey. Tangible. Tangible benefits. Tangents.
C.
See, tact. Taciturn.
O. Taco. Tacoby. Tacos. Tacos.
Tacos.
4 tacos? I fucking knew this thing only wanted tacos. I would have bought some.
This isn't working. Just think of a yes or no question to ask this geist.
Will you leave without the tacos?
Because it's Spooktober, ghosts are at their peak season, so obviously you all need to be educated on how to deal with ghosts in the case of one invading your house. So basically, here's what you do. Buy 4 tacos. That's pretty much all you need to do. You just need to invite your rich friend over and buy 4 tacos, basically. You just need to make sure that he films it. I've never liked tacos. I've always been a bit more of a quesadilla guy myself. So I would probably suggest the Dorito tacos at Taco Bell. Do they still serve those? I don't know if they still serve those. Part 3, baby! Here we go. One more time. This script has taken much longer to write than anticipated.
You have a demon living in this house.
Can you get it out?
It's not my job. I'm only here to tell the story.
Wait, he's not here to dispel the ghost. Then what's the point of him being here? I thought that was the whole point of all of this. I thought the point of the documentary was to get the ghost out of the house. Mark. I'm never complimenting your voice again. You lied to me. Mark. No. Mark.
How'd this happen? Who did you hurt? Who did you kill? I'm not here to judge, but who did you kill?
I ate ants as a kid. I eat meat. Like, I've not killed any people or anything. Except like sometimes bugs get in the house.
You haven't killed any people.
I hit a raccoon on the way home once.
It was the raccoon! I don't feel sorry for you anymore, Wade. You deserve this. You ran over the poor little raccoon while it was just doing its business on the road, and you just had to come by and ruin its entire life by ending said entire life. You hurt the poor innocent creature, and now you must pay. These are just the consequences of your actions.
Waiting for the bad news. But the bad news doesn't come. It's fixed. This is the first time this has happened where someone came in and fixed the problem. July 29th, the painters come to paint the drywall in the room that refuses to be repaired. 9:30 in the morning. The painters come in. I open the double doors. I take a deep breath. I close my eyes. I prepare for the worst. But the ceiling isn't dripping. The floor isn't wet. They paint. They leave. They're done. Nothing new has gone wrong. Whatever the curse, the spirit, the poltergeist, the demon, whatever, it's gone. It's finally gone.
Oh good, it's all fixed. That's actually a huge relief, not even gonna lie.
Little did we know that the curse has simply been passed on.
July 29th, 2019, my house started leaking.
Just when you think everything is safe, just when you think everything is gonna be all okay and happy and sunshine and rainbows, it's much darker than that. Wade has passed the curse on to Bob, another one of Mark's friends, so I guess we're getting a sequel to this documentary, one that I'll cover eventually when it comes out. However, it actually does quite seem likely that Mark could be connected to this ghost. Think about it. Everything that's bad that's happened from this ghost has happened because of one thing. Mark. Mark always shows up, Mark always appears, and Mark is always there, and very closely related to whoever is getting haunted, at least by business, by YouTube channel. He is very closely related to whoever's being haunted. Possibly, what if Markiplier made a deal with this ghost just so that he could get content out of his friend? I paused when I knew it, and it's gonna bring the downfall of Markiplier. Anyways, I think it's about time that I end the first video of Spooktober. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers by Christmas, so if you could subscribe, that'd be absolutely great, especially if you can ring the bell, that way you get notified every single time that I upload. A like and comment would also be appreciated, because I just like seeing people who like the videos and comment on the videos, because I enjoy talking to people in the comments, and I also like to see whenever people like the content that I like to put out. So please definitely do that if you're interested in doing that. Music clips or other content that I do not own will be linked in the description, so you can go check all of that stuff out. And in the meantime, once again, thank you all very much for watching. I'm gonna go summon a demon now.